first and 10.
You're good. Ready, set.
On play action. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Right there, 54, right there. 50. Hey, high 7.
Play action, Breeze. Again has it complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
We go 21. Clock. 54. Watch the slant.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Over.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, watch the shift. Check 99. Watch quick.
Here's Grant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
You. Under 10.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. Reload. No chance. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
On third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept.
And this is taken in at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
You ready? You kill. Hey, easy.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Second down and goal. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a first and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Here's Wilson on third down. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on second and 6. Wilson leaves it for Penning. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
On first down, it's Grant, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go back to Grant. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Corey Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 9.
Hey, ready?
At the
Yellow lady.
27-yard line.
54, Mike, 54. Here it comes, here it comes. Hey, kill.
Oh, what a move. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Breeze now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run on 1st down. Grant, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Took right. 57's Mike.
Here's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Man, I got you. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He gets away from one. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Gen's got it. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And off the deflection, it's caught. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeout.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.